Hello and welcome to day 9 of Beer and a Take. I'm the Rook, the Scoreboard X podcast, doing beer and a take every day until Christmas, giving you a fresh beer and a fresh take from one of us each day up into Christmas. And today I have a Christmas style beer and I'm very excited about this. This is from Founders, who's known to make bourbon barrel aged beers. Very good beers. So this one is a Christmas version of a bourbon barrel aged beer. This is ginger spice barreled and nice. It is a barrel aged barley wine ale with ginger, cinnamon, and clove. And then just for a little, read the back of the bottle here for a little more information about this beer. There's nothing better than sweet treats during the holidays, unless it's a delicious festive beer. Ginger Spice Barreled and Nice is a barrel-aged gingerbread ale that delivers all the holiday spice you're craving. Expect notes of ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, oak, and vanilla. It's a bourbon barrel-aged holiday flavor explosion. And just be aware if you were to get one of these, they're usually pretty strong. This one is 12.8% alcohol by volume, so this is going to be a very strong beer. And you can smell the ginger and the cinnamon immediately as you put it to your mouth. You're gonna definitely smell it. So let's give it a taste here. Wow, that is delicious. Definitely, as they say, barrel aged holiday explosion. You have a little bit of that bourbon flavor, that vanilla notes as it states on the bottle. Cinnamon and ginger hit you right in the mouth as soon as you go to your first sip. And it is, you tell it's strong. And the interesting about this is, as I'm looking at it, which we'll do a close-up, there's like flakes in there. I'm gonna call them flavor crystals because they are absolutely delicious. This is a delicious beer. I could drink this all night if it wasn't for the fact that it's 12.8% alcohol. I think I'd be on the floor after maybe 2 or 3 of these. So definitely take it easy with these, but these are very good. If you're gonna buy them, they come in 4 packs. It's very good so far. I'm going to take one more sip here. Yes, that is delicious. This is definitely one of the best beers that I've tried so far during these beer to take. So that's the beer. Now let's get to my take. Obviously, we're in the New York football Giants sweater. Huge Giant fan. And this brings me to something I saw on Twitter this week was about Tommy Devito. People talking about why is Tommy Devito such a compelling story? What's everyone's obsession with him? And it's twofold, basically. And one of it is that he's an undrafted free agent from Syracuse. I know he played in the ACC, Power 5 conference, but it's still Syracuse. Syracuse is not that big powerhouse name. It's not a Clemson, it's not a Louisville, it's not Alabama or Georgia. It's Syracuse, all right? It's upstate New York. Most New Yorkers don't even like college football, so for Syracuse to, I would say, kind of coming from there is, coming from a smaller school, even though it is in an ACC conference. Now he's undrafted, he's a free agent. Giants pick him up as a 3rd string quarterback, as their emergency quarterback, basically. So he's on the roster, and he's an underdog story, right? He's Daniel Jones goes down, Tyrod Taylor jumps in, he gets hurt, Tommy DeVito's forced into that game against the Jets, and he doesn't throw maybe a single pass. I think he might have thrown one in overtime, and it was for negative yards. So after that game, everyone's kind of thinking, what can this kid do? We don't really know if this kid's capable or not. And, Jones comes back, he gets hurt. He has to come back into the game again. Tommy DeVito against the Raiders, throws a touchdown, and then goes on from there to throw 5 touchdowns in his first 2 career starts against the Cowboys, 2 against the Cowboys, and 3 against the Commanders. So he throws 5 touchdowns in his first 2 career starts, which hasn't happened to the New York Giants since the 1950s. So just that, immediately jumping onto the scene. He then wins back-to-back games, and he's kind of on this Jeremy Lin-esque run right here, right? So this Lin Sanity run that he's going on, and people are just enjoying it to see a kid who's unproven, undrafted, not much of a thought after that Jets game. Everyone they know he doesn't even know how to throw a forward pass, and he throws for 5 touchdowns in his first 2 starts. And now he has 7 touchdowns in the season, and that's more than Daniel Jones, who got Mr. $40 million a year. So people love the underdog story, and that's what Tommy DeVito is. Secondly, it's the Italian-American thing with Tommy DeVito. I feel like people like that. You know, it was like almost like Goodfellas, right? Because Tommy DeVito is from Goodfellas. It was like when he became a New York Giant, we all became a New York Giant. And it's it's just one of those things. He lives at home with his parents still. He's like a young Italian-American kid. I lived with my parents until I was like 25, 26. It's just something we do. And then we move in with our fiance and wives after you leave your parents' house. But it's the funny thing with the memes, the Sopranos memes, inarticulate Italian noise, the Tony Soprano shaking his hands. You got his family in the crowd doing the pinch fingers, and it's fun, it's exciting. And I know we're supposed to tank as the Giants right now. We're not doing that well. Our $40 million quarterback's out. Just tank, maybe try to get a better quarterback in the draft. And right now, seeing Tommy DeVito win and see the Giants win as a Giant fan, I love it. I want to see the Giants win. I want to see them successful. I know people are saying you're crazy. Just lose and get the higher draft pick. But you never know with these quarterbacks. Coming out of college, sometimes they can't pan out at all. So with me, I think with Tommy DeVito, it's just fun. The Giants winning, I'm enjoying my Sundays. So I'm with it. Tommy DeVito, do what you do. If you keep winning, who cares? We'll figure it out eventually for the future with a quarterback. But right now, it's fun and it's compelling and it's a great story for New York. On the flip of that, though, is kind of sad is with Tyrod Taylor. He's had opportunities to start, with the Bills, with the Chargers, and now with the Giants. Each time he gets some sort of injury, just kind of feel for someone like that who always gets that opportunity, but for some reason the injuries just seem to creep up at the wrong time. So kind of feel for Tyrod here because everyone's going to Tommy DeVito and enjoying this run that he's on. You feel for Tyrod, but at the same time you're enjoying the Tommy DeVito stuff and having him talk about Italian food and picking out his favorite Italian food. People like that. It's fun. It's something to think about on such a season that was going completely downhill. It's making Giants football fun again. So I'm all for it. But back to the beer. So like I said, this beer is much better than the last two beers I reviewed. Those beers were not that great. This is a Christmas style beer, bourbon barrel aged. I love bourbon, so that's a plus in my book. 12.8% alcohol, though. You can feel it. I mean, I'm only halfway through, and I think I'm feeling it already. So, but for a holiday season type of beer, I'm gonna have to give this one a 4.5. This is by far one of the best beers I've had on this review, and maybe one of the best reviews in the last 3 years. The taste of this is incredible. The cinnamon, the ginger, the clove, everything about it. Even the vanilla flavors that you hit, like a little bit of that bourbon flavor as well. This beer is really good. Check it out. Founders, ginger spice, barrel the nice. And let me know what you think in the comments. Well, like and subscribe. That's it for me. Merry Christmas and happy second night of Hanukkah. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment.